Hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be another One Sheet Wonder video, and in this card design I'm making a note card. This is a sample of what I'm going to make. I'm going to use a different piece of paper, but the technique is going to be identical for making this card. This is going to be a really quick video, and I'm going to show you how to efficiently cut a 12 by 12 sheet of paper to get 12 identical cards. This is the paper that I'm going to be using today in my One Sheet Wonder. The first thing I did was make a prototype of the paper itself. I took the paper, photocopied it, and then I had an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that I could cut up multiple ways until I found a design that I was happy with. And this is the result. And once I had the dimensions, I wrote them down in pencil and the corner here so that I can have that information handy with my prototype, the inside and the outside, so that if I want to recreate this card, I can just pull this out and the dimensions are already there. The black mat I already know is going to be 1/4 inch larger than the dimensions of the paper, so I didn't need to write that down. This is a very handy tip when you are trying to come up with a card design. If you check my channel, there is more information about how to cut a One Sheet Wonder paper available. So now that I have my prototype made, this is the final card that I created. The best way to cut this paper for this design is to cut the rows first. So I'm going to get a row of 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, and this will leave me one long strip of 1.5 inches. And with that strip, I was able to make 3 additional cards with this layout. Okay, let's get started with the paper cutting. This will make a lot more sense as you watch it. Now that the paper cutting is done, you end up with 12 of these shapes and 3 of this. The stamps I'm going to be using today is a stamp set by Stampin' Up! Called Jazzed Up. I'm using 2 of these stamps out of that. The Stampin' Up! Stitched Shapes framelits. I'm going to use a circle and a 2 1/4 inch scalloped punch, scallop circle. This is, I think, EK Success. I'm also going to be using my Stamp-a-Majig. You don't need it, but I'm going to do it because the stamp that I'm using, this is a music stamp called Heard No More. This is by Stampington and Company. It's been mounted a little crooked on the stamp, so I'm going to use my Stamp-a-Majig to help me get that lined up. And I'm also going to be using a We Are Memory Keepers crop-a-dile corner chomper. This one is deco and stub. I'm going to be using the stub side. Pretty sure it was the stub side. Yes. Okay, let's get started. The hardest part was getting the paper cut, and that's all done. So now I'm just going to go through and put everything together. The first thing is to stamp this, just a note on all of these squares, and then I will go through and die cut the squares into circles. I'm going to start a timer so that I can keep track of how long it takes me to make all of these cards. Here we go. Also, I'm not trying to go very fast. I'm going normal speed for me. So you can get a good idea about the actual time. Just under a minute so far. Okay, I'm going to let music run and I won't do any more talking. Enjoy. And that's all of the cards done. I have to apologize. I didn't realize that I didn't hit the play button on the record, so I didn't get any footage of me doing these cards, but this took me 10 minutes. These cards took me 48 minutes, but I could have trimmed at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes off of the time because I had lost track of two of these guys and one of these guys, so I had to stop my flow and cut these out in the mid process. So that slowed things down a little bit. It's sometimes hard to think about what you're doing and videotape it at the same time, but you get an idea about how long it would take to do all of these cards. It didn't take long. The important thing is to have everything that you need set up, ready to go in an assembly line fashion, and you'll just breeze right through it. I hope that you will try a one-sheet wonder yourself. It's really very easy, and it's a great way to utilize your paper and make themed cards. And oh, one other thing to slow me down, I had to stop and look and make sure that I was getting all of the staffs in the right orientation, because these are for my brother David, and if I sent him upside down G clefs, I know I would have never heard the end of it. And my music teacher, Mr. Clark, would have been rolling over at the very idea. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching my video. Please hit that subscribe button. I'd like to thank my brother David for the music, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video and all the others. Take care, everyone, and have a great day.